sick of this whole handheld thing? Well, so am I, but I really cannot figure out, like, that's not a good place, and, like, that's definitely not a good place, and that's even a worse place. So, this is my technology. Talking about technology, I'm going to tell you the story about how I was able to bypass technology. Meaning the time I was able to bypass security screening at an airport by being late and crying a lot. Those of you who are my size, tiny little people who everybody feels sorry for, absolutely know that crying will get you absolutely anything, including a pass by the TSA through the security bypass. So my little story starts with a day that I'm running horribly late to get to the airport with my boyfriend, and basically we got times wrong on the bus, but we got there. They got to the airport on time, technically. You needed to get there 30 minutes before boarding to get your ticket. And we were literally, if we did not stop to look at the fucking arrival board, we would have made it in time within this 30-minute bracket. So we are literally 30 fucking seconds within the 30-minute bracket, alright? And the person's all, nope, can't get your ticket. We won't be able to get you through security on time. You won't be able to get to your plane on time, so we're just not going to give you your ticket. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. We go through the whole talking logic of it, because they were even going to give us our money back or like put us on a different flight for cheaper, and I'm like, look, that is 2 seats on your fucking plane that are fucking empty because we're not on them. Get us the fuck on the airplane. But this argument's going on for about, I'm going to say 20 minutes, alright? Between me, the guy, and my boyfriend. And we're just continuously saying, like, look, your manager, please, just call your manager. We're 30 seconds late. Please get us on the airplane. We have people waiting for us. We were flying to Las Vegas to meet my uncle and my father. And then we were going to drive to Palm Springs because it is a lot cheaper to do that than just to fly into Palm Springs from like 4 areas of the country, or fly into like LA. So we didn't want to do that. We wanted to drive. We wanted to make this easy. It was for a giant family reunion. Basically, if we didn't get on that airplane that day, we'd have to wait till the next day to get on the airplane and throw off an entire family reunion. Like, my mind was going insane. I have so much anxiety in general, but I was screaming and freaking out inside, but I kept it in with little sobs. I'm so good at those little sobs. So literally after 20 minutes of us being like, hey, get a hold of your manager. This is a 30-second delay. This is ridiculous. Give us our fucking tickets. We paid for. We need to get on this fucking airplane. He kept calling like people, and he's like, well, they're on the tarmac or whatever. They're in the giant airplane parking lot, and they're not able to talk to you right now, which was bullshit. We learned he was just giving out random reasons why we couldn't talk to a manager. And then he eventually did get a hold of a manager who was like, just get them on the fucking airplane. But at this point, we have about 10 minutes to get through to get through TSA, and then to run to our airplane. Now this is Salt Lake International Airport, and anybody who goes through airports knows that this is one of the easiest airports in the United States to get through. The line, like the TSA line, is always super, super short, and it's put together in a beautiful, really easy way to walk through and such. But 10 minutes ain't give you enough time. So we get in line, and I am sobbing because I see the time clicking past, and I'm like, I know I'm not going to get it. I know I'm not going to get on the airplane. I'm going to be this big family disappointment. And the same guy who was helping us at the counter, who at this point was like, kept looking at me, like wondering if I'm going to have like a panic attack, which I was literally that close. My like blood pressure was way up here. My anxiety was way up here. I'm having this fucking insane anxiety attack. I almost have to go to the hospital. I feel like I'm going crazy. I literally feel like I am going absolutely nuts. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man who, if only didn't argue with us for 20 minutes, we would already be in line to get onto the airplane. There would have been no problem at all. But he wheels over a wheelchair to us and says, get in, get on the wheelchair. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck sort of trickery is this? So I sit down in the wheelchair. This man with a TSA agent, do I have to say, does agent, is that like TS agent, whatever, walks us through the handicapped security part, doesn't scan anything, nothing, just walks us right through and ran me to the plane in a wheelchair. Crying gets you anywhere, guys. Crying will even get you in a free wheelchair ride throughout an airport. That literally turned into one of the most anxiety-ridden moments of my life, to, my hand won't stop shaking, to literally one of the most fun moments I've ever had. It was awesome, incredible, and totally felt a little bit illegal. So there's my story about how I bypassed the TSA and how damned proud I am of it. If you guys are interested in any more little story time things, I have plenty of weird ass stories to tell you. Upvote this shit. Tell me in the comments, man. I'm your story time slave. Just let you know that. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. I flipped you off. I'm like, peace, motherfuckers.